Yo, this is Drum86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Cyclops. This is the one like the shell shaded, more cartoon accurate Cyclops. This is one of those figures where I wish like I would wait and be more patient until they I don't know. So they've made this figure I think 3 times now. When they first did the original Cyclops, which I have, it's somewhere in a toy box because I also have this Cyclops. This was the second release of it, I believe. Came in that 3-pack with Jean Grey and Wolverine. And as you can see, like this part annoyed a lot of people. The part right here. Now they retooled it a little bit on the newer one because this stuff doesn't fall. This still moves around when you move the legs, but like right here with the top of the boot, this was falling like crazy on that original release, and everybody was just kind of like, I don't know why they didn't sculpt it. It's kind of the same thing with this part on his torso, like it's loose. It's just kind of like around the figure. And you know, now this is a good figure, don't get me wrong, but those little things are pretty annoying about the figure. But as you can see, like this all looks pretty dope. The new one, I mean, this looks really dope. Like this, he comes with like 3 extra hands. But yeah, this is one of those figures, man. And Hasbro does this a lot. Like a lot of toy companies do it. This isn't just a Hasbro thing. McFarlane's even done it, where I have like multiple certain characters, and they'll always bring out like a better one, and you're just kind of like, well, damn, I kind of wish I would have waited to get the better one, because after 3 tries, they finally, in my opinion, nailed the Jim Lee Cyclops. This is absolutely perfect in like every way. The paint colors are perfect. Like the yellow is the yellow it should be. The blue is the blue it should be. These are sculpted now. These don't move. All of this, like it's all sculpted in now, including this part on the chest. Like, you see that? That is perfect. This is what the figure should have always been. It's kind of interesting. You can tell that the company went back and made these changes over time based off of what the customer, based off what fans were saying, how this figure should have been made. It's kind of interesting that these things don't take place when the figure is first like released. Don't get me wrong, the last 2 Jim Lee Cyclops, if you have either one of those are perfect, like in their own way. Like those are good too. Especially because it took so long to get a Jim Lee Cyclops. It took Hasbro way too long to do that, by the way. Way too long. But I'm happy that they finally started to do this, because this is my favorite version of the X-Men. I've talked about it many times on my channel. The 90s X-Men cartoon, I will argue anybody, that's the best cartoon, man. I'm telling you, that to me, that is like literally the best cartoon. It still holds up. You can watch those no matter how old you are. The fact that it's 2022 and that show is still good, like the 90s ones, like the fact that that show is still good, man, shows a lot. Like and it's not the only cartoon that stands the test of time. Like there's a lot of classic cartoons that you can watch today and they're still good, but the X-Men one, for me, that just hits me in my sweet spot, man. Like I love the X-Men. I love the 90s X-Men, the Jim Lee stuff. His designs are my favorite designs of the characters. So seeing this and him being on this new body as well, it just really brings out the Jim Lee Cyclops, man. Everything. This figure is dope. This figure is dope. Like I literally have no complaints, and that's the God's honest truth. I have no complaints with this figure. There's nothing that I can really point out and say like, oh, I don't like this. There might be something that I can nitpick, but I mean, the articulation is there. I can do things with this guy. I could do what I want with him. I did have to and I don't know if this is because they left this package outside and it's cold, but the figure was very, very hard to move before. Now it's much easier because I had to put a blow dryer to it. I mean, I had to really, really heat this guy up. I had to heat this figure up, boy. He could not move. Like everything that I'm doing with him now, I could not do right out of the box. I just couldn't. Now, I know I said in my Morph review that I wasn't going to get any more of these, but this is Cyclops, man. This is my favorite X-Men. And yeah, like this is my favorite one, man. Like Cyclops, Gambit, and Wolverine. And then Angel, which I'm still shocked Hasbro has not done yet. It's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. I mean, it really is very, very much annoying. They're bringing out all of these X-Men characters, and we have yet to get Angel. We got an Archangel, and Archangel is cool, but he looks better design wise when he's Angel. And I'm talking about the 90's where he's either in the blue and white or the red and white. I'm waiting for them to remake those Toy Biz classics because I still do have the blue and white Toy Biz Angel, but we're due for another one. We are definitely due for another Angel figure. So why Hasbro refuses to make that figure at the moment, I'm not sure. I am not sure. I think a lot of people would be all over that, man. The wings, I can only imagine how the wings would be on that Angel figure. He just looks better in that design, man. Like Archangel is cool, and he looked cool, but Archangel doesn't look as good as when he's just Angel. Like he doesn't to me. I think his costume design was so much better when he's Angel. So much better. But see, he's gonna have a hard time standing like this in this ring. He can stand, don't get me wrong, but with the mat being all padded and whatnot, he might take a tumble. But yeah, there he is. I knew it was gonna happen. But this figure is awesome, man. This is a really, really cool fig. Yeah, I have no complaints with this, man. I have no complaints. I want to get the Beast, the new Beast figure. I hate to rebuy so many of these figures. And that's why I wish that they would just kind of get it right the first time around. And I mean, I think a lot of it might be by choice. It's not necessarily that they even feel like they're getting things wrong, but it's just like it's kind of like what is it? The Gambit and Rogue that they re-released earlier when those came out. The yellows were yellow and not more of an orange color, and Gambit's jacket and everything was lighter and just all of that stuff. And I wish that they would do that the first time around. So you don't have to get the figure twice, because with certain things I get picky. Like certain stuff, I'll have the first figure of it and I'll be fine with that and I won't have to get the new one. But then there's other times where it's like, ooh, but this one looks so much better. Like, I'm about to bring down some figs. Now, it's not that I don't like this Morph figure. I mean, if you go back and look at my review, I was more so just kind of like, I just picked up some McFarlane stuff, and when I picked up those cool McFarlane toys for $20, and Morph cost me about $30 plus because of the shipping, I was annoyed by it. I was really, really annoyed by it. I mean, I paid cheaper for this Gambit than I did the Morph, and the Morph is the newer figure. So I was upset about that. But this Morph figure is cool. Like, again, very accurate. The face sculpt is on point. If you watch the cartoon, literally looks just like the artwork. just like the artwork. So I don't mind this, you know. But like, look, all of these characters, you know, they keep re-releasing them in their brighter colors, their more cartoon accurate colors, and it's like, the only one that I haven't bought, but I've been tempted to buy the newer Wolverine because his yellow is the brighter yellow. It's not the darker yellow that it is on the original release of the tiger striped Wolverine figure that, you know, they like to call it the tiger striped one, not the Jim Lee one. So, but yeah, man. I mean, this Cyclops is dope, man. I love the Gambit. I love the morph. But yeah, this Cyclops right here, man. They did the damn thing. They did the damn thing. I wasn't planning on getting another Hasbro figure for a while. I mean, I did get that starting lineup, but you know what I mean. I was gonna be done with this. But it's Cyclops, man. And when you get Cyclops right, like this, I have no choice but to jump on this, man. The next one I guess I'm just hoping for, because again, I don't buy a lot of Marvel Legends figures anymore. I need them now to do an angel figure, and I'll be on board with that one. As soon as they do an angel figure, whenever that comes, I will be all over that angel figure, man. Trust me. But anyways, man, I just wanted to do a video on this Cyclops. This is Soul Drum 86. Thank you for tuning in as always, and I'm out. Peace.